dick on the block is mine. Every dick on the block is mine. Every dick.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Ready?
Yeah.
Cut for sound.
Oh.
3. Cut for sound. 1. Speed.
Fuck. Oh, fuck.
Okay, we're good?
Yeah.
You know they say speed instead of action sometimes?
Does it sound a little like pingy?
Does it? No.
Let me hear what yours sounds like just to make sure.
That's because you're new wires. Yeah.
Bro, watch them.
Sound it.
Hello? No, it sounds the same.
Hello? Yeah, but I hear your voice in this.
Yeah.
Okay, Kev. Well, I really wanted to have a notepad with like a pen.
Why?
I want to look official. I want to look prepared. Did you get that? Did you get that video I sent you, Tom?
Yeah, what?
Do you see this? Do you see the way it was dressed?
Sold Mahomes? Is that like a play on fucking Patrick Mahomes?
I don't think it was intended to be. I think it was Post Malone, but it doesn't go. So.
Is it Sold Mahomes? I thought it was a Pat Mahomes.
Bro, I messaged him. I said, when you come on our show.
Is that his page?
Yeah, I said, when you come on, you have to dress in this exact same fit.
Yeah, with the same haircut, too.
I don't think he has any control of it. That's so funny.
The same exact bald ass haircut.
Kev, you got it freezing in here. God, I'm cold.
Bro, it's not cold at all. It's literally hot. You're just fucking sickies.
I may be a little under the weather.
Yeah, what were you calling it? Run down?
I might be a little run down.
You're run down. You've been doing a lot. You know, it's an extra day got you. Did you feel like shit yesterday?
No.
What, you just got aches and shit? You got every COVID symptom?
No, it feels like...
Since it's sneezing, yawning.
Sloppy, lazy, yawning. No, you know what it feels like, Kev?
What?
It feels like withdrawal. You remember that?
Yeah.
That devil. That'll drive you to do things.
That's the fucking...
I've done some things off that withdrawal.
Yeah. Everything.
Never sucked a dick, was No, not everything. Never sucked a dick. I would have rather killed someone than suck a dick.
No, but everything that you and I have done is either...
Motivated through the lack of...
Motivated through the pain of the withdrawal or the fear of the pain of the withdrawal.
Yeah.
A lot of our escapades.
Yeah. Wait, the reason I want to have a piece of paper and go through everything.
Probably, you know what? God.
No, go ahead.
You know what I love?
What did you love?
The ATM shit.
Do you remember? Wait, let me hear. Okay, so
I don't know if we can say certain
You can,
things,
because that's what I got popped for. When I got PTI, it was for the ATM scams. But just don't use names, specific times or dates, and we can talk about it a little freely. Yeah. But I want to know through your eyes, because like it was my little secret scam, but I want to know when I introduced, like what I told you about it, and then.
Well,
because we did
when you introduced it to me, it was literally like the like a ray of light shined down, and it was like this is the scheme.
This is the wave right now.
Yeah, and but I remember it'd be me, you, and your cousin Mikey.
Well, we don't have to say which one it was.
All right, it would be me, you, and your cousin,
and an unnamed cousin. Yeah.
Me, you, and your cousin, and we'd be like, all right, yo, let's go do the ATM thing. So we'd all get in his car. And we'd play your pump up music on the way over there. Mano, hand of God. I rob, I steal, I hustle, I kill. Anything to get that favor. And then
nah, but I was thorough.
We would wait like fucking...
I was thorough.
Oh my God, I know. Just the fact that you even thought it out was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. But we would sit there and like
pump up, get all hype.
We'd be like, all right, this the one, this the one. No, not this one, not this one. This is the one, this is the one. And then you'd go get them.
What did I tell you was my plan? Like, how did I play it to you?
I mean, what do you mean? You never did it to me.
No, I know, but yo, wait a minute. You know what I was thinking about the other day? I'm not gonna say his name.
You mean how did it work?
No. I know how it worked. I'm not gonna say this guy's name, but me and you.
Yeah.
Wait, proper English. You and I partook in a particular jokes on a gentleman that you knew better than me. And then in the back of the seat after we did it, you accused me.
In the moment.
You confused the scam.
Yeah, I remember that.
You weren't clear on the scam.
I don't
and I was
remember
like,
that guy's even that name.
He's dead now. Rest in peace. I'm not going to say his name. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I'm not going to say his name.
Well, yeah, because I thought you were trying to get me at the same time as
you
getting
thought
him.
that that's crazy because you know
I was like,
never
we
do
ain't
that.
fucking do it.
Yeah, you almost blew up the whole spot because paint a picture real quick. We're both working together to sell a lie to this other guy, and that guy isn't onto us at all. But the second you start tweaking on me,
I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You thought I was getting you a couple times.
I didn't think you specifically were getting me. I was thinking who you were going to see was going to get all of us, and then split it with you because you weren't going to leave unless you. Which may have happened. I think that did happen actually a few times, but it wasn't your fault.
I think shit was a little light once in a while.
You never know.
In the beginning.
That's called the troll toll.
Yeah, you gotta pay the tax.
Pay the toll, man.
But that's all behind us.
Yeah. People meet me now, and either they know the horrors of my history or they have no clue that I was ever that way. And the people that know the difference are like, wow, man, what an amazing transformation. And like,
I love when people can't tell.
Yeah.
When they can't even envision it. Yeah. They're like, what? Really? I'm like, yeah, man, it was a dark area of my life 11 years ago. You never know. You never know what can happen to anybody. You know, it's funny now because I'm sure you see it too, right? So the time period that I was 24 when I got clean. I am around a lot of people that are 24 now. Because I'm, the nature of our job, we tattoo a lot of young cats want to get tattooed, whatever. I'm like big bro, right? I'm trying to be like positive influence and tell them like all this shit. But I can see it in the making, right? Like I know which ones I'm gonna find their ass in NA in about 5 years or something. Yeah. And it's cool because they know that that's like something I really shouldn't say NA actually. Yeah. I have to edit that out. The anonymity. Well, you just don't want to attach. Whatever. I know, God forbid you go use tomorrow. Recovery. I'm in recovery and whatever they want. The wombs. The wombs. You're in the wombs. Yeah. But I like to see, because of what I do, I don't even see a lot of those kind of people really. And it's weird because people probably associate tattoos and drugs, but the kind of tattoos I do, if you got a drug problem, you can't afford it. You can't afford it. Or you don't getting a however much dollar tattoo I charge. You're not wasting your money on that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Before we started though, you said I left you in something in the last episode, and I don't know what you were talking about. When we went and made the switch, the curiosity is killing me. When we went and made the switch, oh fuck, actually. Did you set your timer? No, let's just say it's been 5 minutes. It's been 9 minutes and 37 seconds total time. So I stopped and started a few times. Just call it 10. Be safe. Okay, 10 minutes. Yeah. So when we did the switch last time, you left in when I was off camera when I said, yo, why'd you throw me under the bus with the topics? Yeah. And what did I say? What was my answer when you asked me that? What did I say? I don't even remember. I said, I thought it would be funny. And I did. I still thought it was funny afterwards. When I was editing the video, I still thought it was funny. And I thought, this is funny too. That I told him it was funny. So I left it in there. That was genius in the making. You could say that. I don't think it was. But I just think it's funny to set you up for things and you don't realize. Yeah, I love that too. Yeah. What, oh my goodness. I think the microphone picked that up. Did you quack your neck? Yeah. I might have. There was one thing I wanted to ask you because I was listening to a podcast.
I like being asked questions because you know why?
And this is kind of serious. I'm not trying to turn this into like a motivational thing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's just like a real question.
All right.
And I'm wondering what your take is on it. What do you think? I don't want to say definition, but
I'm freezing.
what do you think it takes
cold in here.
to be successful? Just
Okay. Well,
in
okay.
whatever you're trying to be successful in.
That's
Life,
that's the full
whatever.
question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what do you think success is? Or
I'm
what-
going to give you an answer, but before I do, I want you to tell me, do you want like an A+? You want A+ answer? You want B, B-?
I
You
want
C?
a real answer, real shit.
All right. We're going to turn some people off being all serious, but that's fine because some people don't realize they need to hear this shit.
Well,
we start doing
bro,
it.
we just talked about drugs. I mean,
Okay.
I'm sure people are like, how'd they get from A to B?
Contrast is key. All right. So the first thing you have to do, any goal you have in your entire life.
Quit drugs.
No. Yeah. Not necessarily.
Right.
It's just, the truth is it depends on what your metric of success is. What do you want?
Right.
What is success to you? Do you want to be, because listen, there's
Trying to figure it out.
no, I know people. No, that's why it's very important to have clearly defined goals and write them bitches down. Like you got to know, you got to actually, no painter. I mean, maybe some painters figure it out as they go, but like a lot of times when someone's painting, they'll do a rough sketch, concept sketch, a rough sketch, underpainting. They do a lot of things to really narrow down the final product. And that helps them in their mind too, to get to that finished product, right? Imagine tattooing without a stencil. Some people can do it, but it's more rare. And if you really want the best level of success, which let's just say for us, because our job's tattooing, you want to make a tattoo that looks good, you have a reference photo.
Right.
So your success is weighted on how close the tattoo looks and heals to that reference photo, right? For our style of work, right? I think in life, any goal that you have, you need to carve it out. It can't be wet clay. And a lot of people I know that just seem like they're stuck in a loop, doing shit like in a circle, repeating the same mistakes over and over, expecting different results, blah, blah, blah. They don't really know what the fuck they want. They don't know what's going to make them happy, right? So like for me, it was really important. I was funny. I was going through an old box I had from when I lived in Florida. I first got clean. I lived in Florida for 9 months. While I was down there in Halfway House, I have these notepads, which is what made me think about bringing a notepad tonight. And I wrote down shit. You want to know some of the things I wrote down, Kev? The first thing I wrote down was t-shirt company.
You're there.
Well, not necessarily all the way there, right? I haven't had success yet, but that shit's in motion.
That's
You
what,
know?
11, 12 years later.
I had another notepad that was not from the same time period, but somewhere between then and now. It said podcast.
Really?
Which and you know, tattooing, right? So here's one of the unaccomplished goals.
Which is funny though, because I brought it up to you.
We've talked about it before.
Yeah, but like I was like, let's just actually do it. This
But
time.
under the surface of the waters, there was already a swell brewing.
Yeah.
You know, like you definitely initiated
and
this.
that kind of I think is where when doors open, you gotta walk through them.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Like who cares what it's gonna be or what it's not gonna be or whatever. Just do it and then deal with it's like I've always looked at it like this, and this isn't even success, I would say, but I'm sure you could relate it to that. And I've said this to you before, I think, but life is like Tetris.
Or a box of chocolates, but Tetris, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
or a box of
But
chocolates.
let's go with Tetris.
But it's like Tetris. And so life's going to throw whatever it's going to throw at you, right? This piece is coming down. It's coming your way. You can call it a problem. You could whatever. And you just got to spin that shit so it fits into your life the best way it can. And then once you get like a full row, it clears. You know what I mean? So you do that enough and it keeps clearing. It gives you more space for more shit.
Sometimes you can't spin it perfect, but the next 3 or 4 pieces might line up retrofit.
But that's just how I've always looked at like problems, or I don't even like calling them problems like negatively, but it's more like just life when it comes at you. You just, all right, this is what I got.
You open up and
what
swallow.
do I do? Do I sit here and fucking cry, or do I fucking and be mad at everybody else, or do I say, all right, that's a problem. What's the solution? Or what's the best way to go and run it like that?
No, I think that's insightful. I like the Tetris analogy.
That's just how I always looked at it.
Yeah, something I've always loved about, not that I envy it because you are so carefree. Not that I want to emulate your ability to not give a fuck about anything, but you have this like freedom about the way you go about things. Cause like literally nothing ever, even when we were a slave to the drug, like you would just be like, well, that's the way it is. We're going to roll. We're going to try this. Yeah. You know, and like,
what's next? So
I will say like, I admire your ability to not be weighted down by like cares. Right. And listen, I'm not that far off. I don't care, but I also am very neurotic and I care about a different set of things. Like you see the way time haunts me, right? If we're supposed to do a thing at this time, and this is all the way back for as long as I can remember, if we're supposed to do a thing at this time, I'm 5 minutes, 10 minutes early. And like my whole day is like I don't know what to do with myself if I don't have anything to do.
I hate that.
I need to be like, this is why when I do a vacation, my ideal vacation would be doing nothing with no schedule and just seeing what happens. Like, cause that
would drive you crazy though.
No, that would be a release. But as long as I'm around and I have things I could be doing, if like you talk about success, if I have a goal I could be working towards and I'm sitting there chilling, I feel like there's a monkey on my back. I'm wasting time. I could be editing the next clip for this thing. I could be working on a design for the shop. I could be, you know, whatever it is, whatever your goal is you're trying to work towards, right? I don't love downtime. I like getting better. Even if it's video games, I grind the game I'm playing. Right. One game for 2 years, I'll play it until I'm ranked up. And like, you know, that's important to me.
Like for me, it's like, cause I like that too. Like there's qualities I don't have that you have or whoever, you know, that I'm like, man, I wish I could do that or be more like that. But when you say like I'm carefree, I am definitely pretty fucking carefree. But like there are listen, if you don't fuck with my family and my children and my career,
I'm getting dark.
Then I can get through it. You know, I can get through that, but that's gonna hurt a lot. Mm-hmm. But if I, which is weird because I have a lot, I do get road rage pretty quick. Yeah, but.
That's funny.
If I actually got into an accident, I wouldn't get out and try to fight the person.
Not an accident.
Or if I go into fucking the store and come out and there's a shopping cart that chipped the paint on my car. You surrender
to the inevitable pretty quick.
I do not. It's not that I don't care. Like, I wish that wouldn't have happened, but it did. So what am I going to do? Fucking sit here and cry or run inside and give me the surveillance footage. Let me get his license plate. Like, no, man, you just... Move the fuck on. That doesn't. I will never lose sleep over stupid shit like that. A client canceled or whatever. I don't fucking lose sleep over shit like that.
That's a good way for you to. I think to describe it is when something is just unavoidable. It's already done, or you don't waste any time crying over the spilled milk. You just into the like, okay, we accepted this problem instantaneously. It's time to get into the solution, and I think that is. I do that as well. Like I'm good in an emergency. I'm good in a situation. I don't like gore. I'm squeamish. But if somebody gets hurt, I put that shit to the side. I react. I help, whatever. And then I can. But also, I'm not no hero. Like, let's just say if I witness a horrible car accident and there's nobody around, I'll call 911. But I'm not going to risk my life, get out on a parkway, and stop traffic. Like,
right.
If there's something like if the car was on fire, maybe like, okay, wait a minute. The door's not mangled. Car's on fire. Old lady can't get out.
It could explode.
It could explode, but like, okay, let me try to paint a situation where I would help. Let me think what it requires. Like me having zero risk, but them having full life and death risk, and I can help them safely without getting hurt. Then I'm helping.
Yeah.
Then you could call. Then one might say
zero risk.
One might say I'm a hero in that situation.
Yeah.
But if there's I got kids, man. I got people care about me. I'm not really trying to risk. I'm not even trying to go skydiving, bro. I'm not trying to risk my life for anything.
Like, even like because this has happened plenty of times when people talk shit. I don't care that Joe Blow said this about me, or this person said this about me, or this person said like, do it. I don't give a fuck because it just doesn't affect my daily life.
Right.
It's when things start intruding and really fucking with my life. Then you gotta do what you gotta do. But
Are my nipples hard?
They're low.
They're not low.
You got low nipples.
Kev, let me see your nipples.
I got regular nipple. I mean, they're low.
I don't know, bud.
I got 3 nipples, but they're regular.
You
all
got
3 of them.
Yeah. My shit's ain't low, Kev. That's just because I've
I'm
been
just
working
fucking
out.
with
My
you.
chest's been getting big. It's pushing them down. You know?
You got to switch your push-ups into the diamonds.
You ever do piss-ups? That's where you fluctuate your stream so that your body lifts up as you lay on your stomach and you pee. And you have to push really hard to get that first one all the way up. And then you release the stream pressure to come down.
The rainbow.
For reps. Yeah. Piss ups.
Yeah.
It's like a thing. I don't know. If you don't work out, you wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get it. It's all right.
I guess.
You're not there yet.
I guess I didn't hit that part of the gym yet. The piss-up room.
You know who showed me that. You know who taught me that one.
Who?
Cock Strong. Come on.
Mike.
He had to be the
Mikey
one.
Vitamins.
Shouts out Mikey Vitamins. He's the homie. He's actually got a legitimate podcast.
He's got a legitimate chin.
His chin. He's a chin
That
scorpion.
motherfucker. Yo, man, we've had some funny ass times.
Wait, how about when we first started like hanging out with him? Don't specifically say like,
all right, I get it.
Yeah, but he was not part of our drug use, so that's not what we're saying. But when we would pick him up,
oh my god,
we would just
oh man,
fake him out. Did we cook that idea up on the front end?
What would we do? Hit the jam on the brakes
and then yell like we saw some, but there was nothing there. We'd be doing 5 miles an hour. Wait, the first time we picked them up, we were like,
very first.
We were waiting for him, and we looked at each other. We're like, yo, let's do something. When he gets in the car, we're gonna go like 20, 30 feet, get away from his house a little bit. And then I'm going to be doing 5-7 miles an hour and jam the brakes. And we're both going to scream like we just got hit by a car.
Like a primal yell.
Yeah.
It was like, ah!
Like as loud as we could. And he was so confused at first. And we just ignored it.
And he
didn't say anything. We kept going. And then a little bit further down the road, we did it again. And he was like, these guys are fucking with me.
Yeah.
So then we did it a third time and he started laughing. He's like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
He does it now.
Now he does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? That just reminded me of those days, man. I don't know if I can say this dude's name either. Remember when he sucked both our dicks?
Oh my God. You can't say his name. I think he's dead too.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he died. But
I think he did.
All right,
too.
So for the record, he did not actually suck both of our dicks. But
no, but
tell
he
the story.
was gobbling.
Tell the story, and then we can get into Gravy Randy.
I forget what I think all the details.
So
I just remember being at Wawa.
I'll paint a picture.
Yeah, give him the rundown.
We knew this dude. Me and Kev both clean. And we see this dude.
He's not.
He's not. And we run into this fucking guy. He's like picking the ashtray at Wawa. So I'm looking for butts, like some Villa's Green Line specials, just something to get him off empty.
God.
So this dude asked us for
Wawa,
a ride.
right?
Yeah. So he asked us for a ride. And we're like, I'm like, but at the same time, I need to be a good person. I was like, okay.
When people ask for rides in those situations, there's always like
so inconvenient.
So many like
I was like,
things that like it's never just a ride.
How far do you have to go? He's like down. So he's going down not too far, like Town Bank area. So I was like, okay, fine. And he really didn't need anything extra.
Yeah,
but
no,
he's missing. So let me just paint a little picture. He's missing a few front teeth. Couple chomps were missing from the gum line, right? Yeah. And when he was talking, he was giving out free spit spray. So he was just dishing that out, like free samples, right?
Like a fucking king cobra.
So me and Kev are in the front, and this dude is like in between us, like this, like he's just. Bro's talking to both of us.
He's one of you had to lean in over your shoulder in between the seats.
He had to be a part of the conversation to get right in the middle. So he's looking left, looking right, spraying us both down like a fucking hose.
Oh my God.
So whatever. He was like being like overly nice though, because we're doing this favor for him. I'm sure he was about to get off E, go get some drugs, whatever.
Yeah.
So we drop him off. And I think
the whole time he's just complimenting us and just really working the shaft.
He really wanted us to feel like we'll give that guy a ride anytime.
I enjoyed giving him a ride.
Yeah, you know what? I wish I could give him another ride. So we saw right through that. So he goes to get out of the car and he walks away. And I look at Kev square in the eyes and I was like, can you believe he just sucked both of our dicks?
Oh my God. Dude, that was insane.
We met some characters, man.
Oh my goodness. A lot of them
No, how many died? Like how many died?
I don't know.
So
I don't
many.
have enough fingers. I know that.
Well, I'm still there, and I know which ones are there still and not.
Yeah, but
It
I
is
just
so
I
cold
just
in
don't
here.
have enough for when I was there.
Right.
And I don't like saying their names because a lot of them were good friends of
Good
mine.
friends, yeah. I know.
Good people, great people, just in a bad spot. You know what I mean?
That's another thing. You can see the way people fully 180. Like anybody that's listening, think about the like biggest dirtbag you know. Like they're a scumbag, they're a drug addict. Like they are the worst person you know. At least when it comes to being addicted to substances, right? For the most part, I'm not saying all of them, but when they do get themselves on track, they can be very, very much the opposite. Like some of the best people I know
Yeah.
are off that shit.
I mean, you could look at the way we used to be and say that.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you were a victim.
Why are you one-upping me in the night?
With what?
You sitting higher on your chair. Number one, your chair is much higher.
I got it maxed out right now.
The crazy thing is I can still see the top of your head.
That's fucking...
And
My posture is really
your
nice.
posture is crazy. Yeah. The other thing is...
I'm working on myself,
I
bro.
see, but the other thing is really the big one. You got that amazing drawing behind you.
I know. Let me actually give a shout out to one of the artists at my shop.
I hope the glare makes it so that they just can't see it.
They can see it.
They can see it. All right.
See the shine on his fucking head? Lisa did that. That's Lisa Jean, the Mean Machine.
Big shouts
on Instagram.
out. Big shouts out. Hey, Lisa, I need one. I need a better one than that.
Yeah. Well, she's making me another one right now. So after that, maybe you could.
I want one that's double the size.
What do you want it to be though? So,
Me.
She'll do it.
Skulled out like that. All
She could probably do
zombified.
that.
Yeah, I know she could.
We could design it and then give it to her and she'll fucking.
I just want her to do it.
Just,
Just how
you
it
know how
shows.
long it takes her to do them?
How many days?
2.
That's amazing.
I don't have that kind of patience unless I'm tattooing. I don't know why. That's the only thing I could really sit there and do
I did
for
that.
an extent.
I drew that, Kev.
You drew that.
I'm taking credit. I drew that. What do we do?
And I made that fucking.
Yeah, wait.
I made that Saturday.
what was the thing we did earlier? When I laid out the foam, right? Like the way that the squares were,
Yeah.
which obviously that's like people see that, they know that that's how you do it,
Right.
Or it's a very common way to do it. So we both were on the same page, but I laid them out and you came in and you're like, I laid these out.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're like, it was my idea. I was like, okay, we both had the same idea. Bro.
No, and then you said that's what I thought, and I was like, yeah, I thought you would think that.
Yeah, you had to just try to one up.
Yep.
Dominating tonight,
That's
Kev.
it.
You're a bit of a dominator, or even a violator, one might
Well,
say.
it's actually today is the very first day. It's the 23rd.
It's the 24th.
Is it? It is the 24th.
It is all day long.
Well, Leo season is upon us.
Oh, that's why you're in your masculine.
I'm really. I hit a power stance this morning, Bri.
You still hit them?
Yeah,
I thought about
I make
that the
people
other
at the
day.
shop do them.
I thought about that the other day. How did that come about?
Sometimes I bring the shop together and we do a power stance.
Didn't we like collaborate on that, on the development of the power stance?
That was at Rebel.
At Rebel, yeah.
Oh, you know what's funny? Speaking of that, today I tattooed a kid that I tattooed as an apprentice. It was the last time I tattooed him I was an apprentice in Rebel Image 6 fucking years ago.
Wow.
2017. And he's followed, and I just thought this was cool as hell. He's followed me the whole time, hasn't gotten another tattoo, and then when he did, so he's seen like
The growth.
the growth,
Actually, the growth.
the growth.
The growth.
He see me grow.
He's a grower. He's a grower. He's a grower, not a shower.
And fucking, I just thought it was cool that he followed me that whole time.
Yeah.
And then when he thought to get a tattoo, he came back. Like, I don't know.
Yo, other people follow you too. It's funny because this one guy who came, listen to this. You already know. This dude came into the shop the other day and he let Flan tattoo him. So
No, it's not the,
he's been chasing you, trying to hawk you down.
Yeah,
It was like color.
I
and
can tell it's the Eagles.
Probably. He's like, I've been trying to get Kev to do it. He won't do it. He said he doesn't do
Is he
color.
chubby?
I don't know. I didn't see him.
Oh, okay.
But let's say he is, because you know I don't fuck with that. That's crazy.
Say what you finish this and then you got to say what you were saying earlier.
So he came in, which thing?
The 3 types of people you don't fuck with.
No, I
Yeah.
can't. You really want me to air that out?
Yeah, but finish
All
this
right.
thing.
Well, okay. So I'm going to offend people with that, but
Yeah, well, you offended
Nah.
a third of them already.
well, they're a third of all people. And their size makes up for the other 2/3.
That's fucking crazy.
All right, nah, but for real though. All right, so the dude finally came to Fran and Fran just like, walk-in style, like just blow his back out real quick, send him on his way. He's a happy camper now, but
good.
he's been hawking you. And
I know
you.
he's been. If it's the same guy, he's been hitting me up recently, probably like this past month, 2 months. And hitting Sky up.
Your last known location was Rebel, so he reverted back to your origin story. He's like, I'll just go there, I guess. Yeah.
I told him I'm not doing it.
He just said, I'm just not doing that.
Well, it's he wanted like a touch up, and it's fucking 6-7 years old. It's from when the Eagles
won. You have to rework the whole shit.
It was from when the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
The one time ever.
I know. And I'm like, bro, I don't do color anymore. I'm not fucking doing that. Yeah. I'm sorry. Actually, you can't wait 7 years or 6 years and then ask for
a touch up. Like, you guarantee all your work, right? 7 years later, no, I don't guarantee. Yeah, so are we? Yeah,
I guess you got me there.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't either. You've been fucking it around in the sun for 7 years.
Did Fran charge him? I'll pay the guy for fucking not doing it.
Don't you on record with that?
Yeah,
Fran charged him a G.
Not for the touch up.
He did. It might have been 2. It might have been 2.
All right.
2 racks, actually.
Tell him to hit me back up.
You could give it to me. I'll bring it to the shop.
Yeah. No, it's going to the guy, not you.
Yeah.
Now tell them about what you said earlier off air.
Well, let's just to be fair, because I was being a little bit crazy. It was
all said in jest, and they say there's a lot of truth.
Take it with a grain of salt. But I love salt. So all right, well, anyone. So hold on. So anyone that saw the last episode or listened to it knows how I felt about my experience at the Phillies game with that handicap broad with her Steve Austin leg brace.
Should I show him mine? How it made you uncomfortable?
Let me get there. You can. I don't want to hurt you though. So
you ain't gonna hurt me.
You want to show it? Show it real quick. Kev
so
pulls up. No. I pull up to come here. As I'm in the driveway, he's on the porch, chest poked out, working on his posture. Trying to big body me with a tight ass shirt on. He's looking out and he's like, he wasn't even wearing were you wearing your watch? He might have been wearing his watch, but he goes like this and he taps it. And he looks at me with the stinkiest face ever. And all I could see was his fucking knee brace. After that it traumatized me. Show him the knee. Guys, see if you get that thing up there. Look at that. Stone cold Kev Austin. That's ready to go. So we'll have to get into the story of how you crippled yourself after, but I looked at Kev square in his soul and I said, there's 3 things I don't fuck with. It's the fats, artificially handicapped. If it's a permacap, if it's permanently handicapped, I'll fuck with you. God bless. No, but the hybrids are the worst. Like, you ever go to Disney and there's the fats that got the handicap carts? They're not even handicapped. They're just so fat that they think they're handicapped. They're handy fat. Yeah. That's horrible. What was the third thing I said? I must not even hate them that much.
Ugly people.
Oh, yeah. If you're ugly, fuck out of here. I don't fuck with ugly people. I did say that, didn't I? You remembered that one. Yeah. If your face is all mangled up or something.
I mean, Coffee Cake. What was his name in Coffee Cake?
Yeah. He's a mush. Yeah. He's a mush.
Fucking mush.
Yeah. So fats, handicaps, a combination of the 2, or any combination of all 3, actually, and ugly. Everybody else, I'm good with them though.
That's horrible.
Yeah. Now hold on a minute. Mm-hmm. If you should fall into some other socially oppressed group and still be overweight, I hate you for the overweight, not for anything else.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not, or not even, let's not say hate. And it's not just overweight. It's that obese, that like 600-pound sisters type
You
vibe.
can just say, because it doesn't really mean anything. You can just say, I'd rather not.
I prefer not to. What? Like them? I prefer not to like them.
No, you don't even have to put like
I choose.
I'd rather not. If you're ugly, I'd rather not.
I choose not to. No, you know what's good?
Yeah, I choose.
I'm all set, bud. You ever do that? You ever hit a server with that? They come over, try to fill your water, and you go like this.
Oh, and I don't do that.
Then Kev, all set.
Yeah, I do that. I wave them all.
I think it's the rudest, most passive aggressive thing you do.
It's okay if you go like this.
I do
then you're like really dismissive.
I do that to the toll guy. Like when I'm pulling up the toll booth, I'll just be like, all set, bud, and not give him any money and pull through. We mind fucked them, Kev. You know how I mind fuck people.
Mind fucked the dog shit out of them.
No, for real though. You said it in the last episode, the manipulation part. That is a superpower of mine.
It is.
I
It's just
manipulated
whether
you
you
into
use
doing
it for good or evil.
I manipulated you into. I partially manipulated you into getting and staying clean. Not all the way.
No, you did.
You did that on your own, but you did choose to get clean on my birthday. So I felt personally connected.
I didn't choose. I went to jail.
He's like, happy birthday,
in
Bri.
fucking
I'm going to
jail.
jail, getting right.
Well, I was in county jail, spreading my ass cheeks, fucking getting my cavity searched for tobacco by the guards.
Wait,
that was
wait.
insane.
We had a friend who was caught red-handed or brown-handed, you might say, in a laundromat, packing his ass full of tobacco balloons. Do you remember that? Bro was packing his ass full of
No, Mark.
Don't say it. Yeah, Mitch. Let's call him Mitch.
Call him Miggity.
Miggity ass.
That's his name, Miggity.
That shit was so funny. He got caught red-handed, packing his ass full of tobacco
No,
balloons.
he didn't get caught, bro.
He had his ass packed already?
No. Do you want me to tell the story?
Yeah.
Okay. The last day I ever used drugs. This is literally.
Oh, this is the final?
That was the day I got
Super Bowl.
arrested.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's turning himself in that night because he caught a charge.
Yeah.
Went to fucking wherever where they decide your sentencing. I guess it's called sentencing. And he got like where they're like, okay, you don't have to come in. You don't have to go to jail like right now, but you got like
you got to turn yourself
something
in.
like that.
Yeah.
For the holidays. So it was, I guess, October 5th.
Yeah.
It was October 5th, and
Just so everybody knows.
we're out in Rio Grande in the laundromat at the Village Shoppies.
My birthday is the 6th. I feel like if you don't say that now, after you said the 5th.
Well, the 5th was the last day I got high. The 6th, I was technically not high anymore.
Right.
So, even though I probably still was, just
You were.
off of
Just a little
off
bit.
of fucking
Going off a beam.
residuals.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, let's go get high for your last hurrah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Before you go in. So we got an assortment of stuff, and we're at the laundromat, and he's turned himself in. So he's got like gloves with him, like them rubber, like, you know, nitrile gloves or latex gloves. And I go into the bathroom, get high. I come out, he's stuffing the gloves with tobacco. And it's like late, pretty late. It's like probably like 9 o'clock at night or whatever.
Yeah.
So it was probably like 8 o'clock at night, I guess. So there's one person in there, and nobody thought it was the fucking manager of the laundromat. I just thought, you know, it was just one other person. So he's stuffing the fingers of the gloves with tobacco and tying them off. So I come out and I'm like, yo, what's going on? He's like, oh, I gotta do this because I gotta bring him into jail with me so that I'm good while I'm in there. I'm like, okay. So he goes in and I'm doing it for him.
Boofing him up?
No, I'm filling the gloves for him. And I'm so zoned into this. I'm just looking down, just stuffing these gloves.
You're zooted at this moment.
Yeah, I was fucked. And the cops, I just hear, what are you doing? And I look up and they're right in my face. Like,
it's not a charge to pack tobacco in the gloves.
Well, that's what I said. I said, what does it look like I'm doing? I'm packing tobacco. He's like, well, why are you doing that? And I had this little bag with me. It stood up like straight. So it like stayed open. It wasn't like closed. Yeah. So it's up open on the floor. And
it was
like
erect.
Shines the flashlight down. He's like, well, what's that? And
what
I'm
was
like,
it? Was it goodies?
No, it was paraphernalia.
Oh, it wasn't tobacco.
No.
Okay.
No, it was drug paraphernalia. So I was asking for my little brother's medicine.
You brought Bubby into this?
Fuck yeah.
So did it work?
He's like, yeah, okay. So pats me down. Doesn't find anything because I left most of it in the bathroom.
For your homie.
For Miggy.
Yeah,
he was going in the bathroom.
Yeah.
So they're like, well, where's your friend? And I don't know why the manager didn't tell on him. You know what I mean? Like tell the police where he was. He was literally 10 feet behind me in the bathroom.
Cut. Yeah.
And I'm like, he ran that way. Or like he went that way. Like out, he like walked out and went, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay. So they never checked the fucking bathroom. So then they arrest me. Don't find anything on me. I had it like in my socks.
So what was the charge?
Actually, I had it in my sock. Nothing yet. So they
detained you. They didn't
I
actually
guess
arrest you.
paraphernalia, because at the time it wasn't so like
Yeah.
lax as it is now. So they take me to, and I'm on probation.
What was it? Just like a bowl, or was it a set of works? Like what?
It was yeah, something like that.
Okay, all right.
So they take me to the police station, Middle Township, and they're like, because I was on probation, they sent me to county jail.
Oh, okay. They gave you VOP.
Yeah, violation
crazy.
of probation.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in jail and I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I wonder if they got Mark. But there's a whole story of the processing and all that where I had to like bend over and spread my cheeks and cough and just violate it. And I guess they had every right because I did look like I was bringing
Packing your ass full of tobacco.
So actually, I'll tell it. Yeah. So in the cop car on the way.
Sorry for the interruption.
In the cop car on the way to the police station, I took it, like I had my hands handcuffed, but it was in my sock. So I like bent my fucking leg up,
Ow.
got it out of my sock and put it in my waistband,
Yeah.
like of my boxers. So I get there, they don't find nothing because I take my clothes off and like it's kind of like stuffed in like the little pocket of my boxers now because I could move my hands a little bit.
Yeah. Wait, they cuffed you in the front?
No, they cuffed me in the back.
But you got it in the back.
They had to uncuff me to take so I could take my clothes off.
And they already patted down your waistline.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got it there. They don't find it. So then I go through the whole getting naked, getting strip searched and everything.
Now let me wait.
Got the
Pause for a second. I want to clarify for those of us who haven't been there, et cetera, et cetera. Okay.
Yeah.
When you get naked, what percentage of a chance is there that as you drop trowel, you're hard or semi-hard? Like how much chub you got?
For me?
Yeah.
Well, I had to get chubbed up a little bit.
You chubbed it on your own.
Because I couldn't
You gotta
go in
show
there
fully.
No, stack of nickels. No, I wasn't
So
going in there
so
like
what'd you
that.
do? At what point? At what juncture? Because now you're semi-withdrawing, right? Like
No, I was high as
you were.
fuck.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't hard to chub up in front of these cops.
No, I didn't actually get
Did you
chubbed
give it
up.
a little? You
No,
fluff it?
I didn't do anything, bro.
So you just dropped fully
Just-
soft. Is it cold?
Yeah.
It's cold in there?
It was October. Yeah, it was cold.
Because no, I just never really thought about because they see all the dicks, right? These
Right.
cops see a wide array of sizes,
They
shapes,
see
colors.
all dicks.
Right. And I just didn't know, like, are you conscious of that? Like, I want to be, even though, like, I don't know gay shit. Nothing wrong with being gay, but
I
like,
didn't
just,
think I was going to have to get naked, so I didn't chub it up at all.
you didn't know.
I didn't think I would have to get naked. I thought I would just change into their clothes. I didn't know they would
Give you privacy.
bend me the fuck over.
Did they smack you with the powder? You know how they
No.
like squirt you down and smack you with the powder?
No, they don't do that. I don't think they didn't do that. to
They
me.
antique your shit.
Looking like a fucking powdered donut.
Okay, so sorry to interrupt you, but I have
That's
questions.
fine. So I get my my boxers back on, and then I put the jumpsuit on.
Wait,
so I
did they check your butthole? When did they check your asshole?
When I was naked, I had to bend down,
Like a squatty potty?
bend over, like I was touching my toes.
Standing. What if you don't flex that way? I'm not very limber in that sense. Like I'm not stretchy.
Then I guess they would bend you over.
Oh.
And I wasn't having that. So there's actually a slight thing that happened that I didn't mention in the story. So I had two different kinds of drugs on me, uppers and downers. And that one was in my sock, yeah, and then one was in my underwear. So when I get through all the getting naked and all that.
Yeah. The fun part.
I guess that was probably the funnest part. And then put the jumpsuit on, and I'm getting like fully processed now. They're asking me all these questions and shit. And one of the officers, COs, comes up to me. He's like, that I'm getting processed by. He's like, hey, listen, we know you brought shit in.
They're testing you. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know you brought shit in.
Yeah.
If you turn it over, we'll turn the blind eye to it. You won't get a charge.
Lied.
And I'm like, yeah, they lied. And I'm like, no, I didn't.
Tell you where the pool was too?
Yeah. There's another story in there where one of my clients now is
I know
a
who it was.
CO and fucking got me.
I know.
But so I'm like, I didn't bring nothing in. They asked me again. I didn't bring nothing in. Finally, on the third time, I cracked like an egg.
Fucking rookie.
Like a fucking egg.
A rookie.
But I'm glad I did because it turned out good.
Yeah.
So they asked one more time. I'm like, all right, fine. I was like, here, and I grabbed the white stuff from my belt or from like my waistline, and I put it on the table. And he's like, what? He's like, what's that? I'm like, it's Coke. And he's like, Coke? And I'm like, yeah.
They thought you had tobacco.
Yeah. And he's like, he goes against the sergeant. The sergeant goes, he's like, sorry, we can't do nothing about that. Like,
they thought it was tobacco.
Like, we thought you had tobacco. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So I'm like, well, there goes that. So I'm like, while you're at it, there's heroin in my socks. They wouldn't let me have my socks back.
Yeah.
I just had like these little flip flops on.
Yeah.
I was like, there's shit in my sock too.
Did they give you a little leniency for being such an honest? No.
They charged me with both of them.
Nice.
Yeah. So then I get to go back, whatever. Now I'm fucking strung out by this point. Just got fucked 5 different ways by these fucking guards. And I'm sitting there in my cell. It's now probably like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my God.
In the holding cell, and an officer comes up to me. It's actually one of my clients.
Yeah,
now, but and he's a great guy. Thank God
he's twinning them.
He had a sense of humor, I would say.
Yeah.
So he comes up to me. It's my first time ever there. I don't know how any of this shit works. He goes, Smith, and I look up, all strung the fuck out. He's like, do you He's like, what do you want for breakfast? I'm like, what do you mean? What do I want for breakfast? Like, he's like, what do you want for breakfast? And I'm like, I don't know. What are the options? He's like, we got eggs, pancakes, French toast. And I'm like, oh, French toast. He's like, all right. And he like, actually, he like writes it down on his little pad. And then he's like, you want sausage? Pork roll or bacon? I'm like, bacon. He's like, all right. And he's like, you want powdered sugar on that? I'm like, sure. So then,
what a hospitable jail.
Yeah. So then I was like, that was fucking weird, right? So then I finally go to sleep or whatever. I wake up the next day, get my little tray, slop, fucking worse than animal food. I'd rather eat Leo's, my dog's food, than than that shit. So then he's like, I guess his shift was done, and then he had his next shift came in like that night again. Yeah. And I'm just sitting there, he's like, Smith. And I look out to him. He's like, how was that fucking breakfast? I was like, it was fucking great, man. Thanks for the fucking French toast.
That's so funny.
So I learned quick that you don't get to pick what you fucking eat in there.
That's so funny.
And then I never got high again.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Never did those.
Was it the having to take your soft dick out in front of cops?
That's insane.
Part, or what part did it?
I'm sure that had a
piece of it.
You know what it was? I'll tell you this right now. It was the next day. I called my mom to, get me out. I'm on probation, so everybody in there is telling me, oh, you got a sticker. That means like, since I got a violation of probation, it's like a warrant. So you stay in there until
your shit's
your court date. And I'm like, fuck. And that shit takes like a month, 2 months. It could take a long time. So I'm like, fuck this, bro. And, but my probation officer at the time never put that sticker on me. So I was allowed to be bailed out. Yeah. So my mom, I get on the phone with my mom. She's talking to the probation officer and stuff. And she's like, well, he's going to let you out, but I don't know if I'm gonna get you out. And I'm like, what do you mean, Mom? Like you always get me out of everything. You know what I mean? And she's like, well, I talked to your grandfather. It's the same one that bashed the dude in the face at the door. Yeah. She's like, I talked to your grandfather and your dad, and they said to let you sit in there for a little bit. I'm like, Mom, you can't do that. Like, I gotta get out of here.
They're not giving me French toast.
She's like, well, yeah. Like, for real. There's bugs crawling on the wall, these 1,000-leggers and shit. Yeah. So then that was a big part when my mom finally, I don't want to say turned her back on me, but made me fucking pay the price this time. Yeah. But she didn't leave me in there forever. She got me out. But it took 6 days for her to do that. I was in there for 6 days. But so that was one. There was two main things. That was one. And then the dude I was on, that was under me on the bunk, he was like 45 and he had like 15 years total, like in and out of the system, like 15 years of his life. And I was like, this dude spent a third of his fucking life in jail or prison or whatever, whatever his path was. I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm reading the Bible.
Nah, I remember that. You came out with a little JC in your fucking system.
I had a fucking 365 day Bible where you read it,
I do remember that.
And it's cool.
I remember before you went in to when you came out, the switch up was real. I remember.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So the first person I called when I got out was you.
Yep.
And then we went and did our thing in a good way. Yeah. And then it's been whatever ever since. That was
smooth sailing.
2012, October 6, 2012.
Yeah.
That was that.
Yeah.
So I learned my lesson.
Nah, that's it's cool to talk about. I don't want to I know we've mentioned it a few times in both episodes. It's just kind of part of our lives, who we are, what made us who we are today. But some of that shit, like when we got, so there's like a lot of shit that developed when we were together getting high, that then it was like a seed with a little sprout that came out of it, that then when we got clean grew into our friendship, really, because
right.
Like believe it or not, you getting wool spitting verses, that started in the back shed when we were tweaking.
I know.
And I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm not fucking eating air biscuits, like chewing my jaw, chain smoking Newports. And you were like,
we called it the office.
Yeah, the office.
We were going to the office. It was a fucking 3 foot by 3 foot fucking shed with a hot water heater.
Hiding from people that weren't there. So the best thing to do was freestyle as loud as you could, which was crazy. But then that really took shape when we got clean.
That made going to everywhere we went, we did that on the way. So it was fun. No matter, even if we were going to do something that wasn't fun, we had fun on our way to go do it.
I will be installing sound bites from those in here. Both of us, not just you, that we can sample for the people.
What did you send me earlier? You sent me one?
You anything. Fran's been back and forth with us. He's building.
You put it on the email.
He's building us a track, Kev.
Of me.
I got the added
distance. Is it just me?
No, I got the added distance one, me, you, and Joel, where I do the old man distance voice. Yeah. What else? There was something else I wanted to touch on, but it may have escaped me. I do want to bullet point some shit and start structurizing, but we're at the point, Kev, where we could pretty much wrap it up. I don't know, keep it an hour long is pretty much, I think, tolerable.
There's a lot of bullshit in there, though. What's the hour? What's the actual time, I mean?
1 hour. I mean, we're 10 minutes of bullshit, maybe. I don't know what you want to do, but I think I'm starting to sweat and feel... I'm a little under the weather.
He's a little under the weather. He's, what did you call it?
Hi, my name's Under the Weather, and this is Healthy.
And my name's Good Posture.
Yeah, Good Posture, they call him.
Today. GP. Yeah. All right, I guess that's it.
My name's Low Nipples. He's High Nipples.
High Nipples.
You ever seen a gumball with legs?
Yeah, there's a show, I think.
Is there? Or is it Gumball with legs?
I think he's either a Gumball or there's the Amazing World of Gumball.
Is he built mad funny?
No, I think it's Adventure Time where there's a Gumball. There's a Gumball machine.
Yeah. Maybe you're right.
Pops.
Yeah.
I think he's a Gumball machine.
If you could build your own, this is funny, Tom always talks about this. If you could build your own avatar, what would he look like? Or she, or they?
It would look like does it walk around the real world?
Anything you want.
Does it walk around the real world? Like I could send it to go do like an errand for me or something?
Yeah, everything. Would you make it an exact clone of you?
No.
Nah. You would probably make it a little taller. Wait, let me tell you what you would do. Because I know you.
Okay.
You'd add 5-6 inches on its height even.
Yeah.
You'd throw some blue eyes on that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Wider shoulders, probably a little bit of a longer.
I'm pretty broad.
You're broad.
But if I'm taller, I got to be more broad.
You got to match out the ratio.
Yeah,
You'd max out all your stats.
Yeah.
Like
I'd be a 99. Creative player. 99. I'd definitely be a little slimmer, a little more tone.
Muscles.
I'd probably be Puerto Rican.
You'd prefer that.
I just think that a lot of people think that I want to be Puerto Rican.
So you now you do by default.
I literally changed my bloodline.
You can do that.
I did.
You're allowed to do
My
that.
children are Puerto Rican.
So your bloodline. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like your lineage.
Smiths are now Puerto Rican.
What's the Puerto Rican version of that?
What's the Puerto Rican version of Puerto Ricans?
No, Smiths.
Mexicans.
No. Don't Puerto Ricans not like Mexicans?
I don't know.
Is that a misconception?
I know a Mexican I know a Puerto Rican who's married to a Mexican.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
He's my barber.
Yeah. What's his name?
You know him.
Oh, Backpiece.
No.
That's not your barber.
No.
That's a barber, not your barber.
That's a barber.
Yeah. Okay.
Axel.
Oh, I didn't
He's
know.
Puerto
I didn't
Rican.
know
His
that
wife's Mexican.
Yeah. Well, he's the homie too. Actually,
that's my fucking boy.
Machito.
Macho, yeah.
Yeah.
Machito, I think that means little macho.
Nah, it's like a term of endearment, like Machito. Yo, you know what's crazy is I did buy a new tattoo machine, and we just watched Blood In, Blood Out at the shop the other day, which is a movie about like Mexican Americans in Southeast LA, and it's a gang time in like the 80s, right?
Was Pete watching it with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have a tattoo machine that I bought that's new. It's called a Bishop Juan Packer. And I've been like, I like this new Juan Packer.
Hey, homie.
Hey, check it out, eh?
I can't do really any other accent other than like Indians.
Let me hear. Be offensive. I've said 3 people I've offended. Fat, ugly, and handicapped. And you're Puerto Rican now, so you're good.
What do you want me to say?
Whatever your go-to line is, like when you're doing it.
I don't know.
You got something. You just
It's
you
tough
know,
to put it on the
put
spot.
a
Though.
little filter on it. How about so where does he work? Is he Pakistani or Indian? Like what are we talking about?
Hold on, let me get it right real quick
Yeah,
because
get in
I
your
feel
head
like
a
I
little bit.
can't.
Turn the mic away from you.
He works at
Oh, it's a specific one? Oh my God.
No.
The homie from 76?
No. Oh fuck! I can't do it on the spot, bro.
So don't do it on the spot. Just give me something. Though. I need
do it on
something. I did a Juan Packer. I did.
The Juan Packer. I can't do it now. It's
Vatos locos forever. There goes my camera.
fucking that's perfect timing.
All right, shut it down. Do a little shutdown.
All right, so thanks for joining us. Fuck off, always. This is high nipple. I'm high nipple, and this is low nipple. And thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, I'm bend over and cough, and this is soft dick. Thanks for listening to Cover Sound.
Thank you.
All right.
Getting dicks, right? Getting dicks, right? Every dick on the block is mine. Every dick on the block is mine. Every dick block. Every dick block. The block dicks, right? The block dicks, right?
Cut for sound?